Rochelle Bonifaire was home alone, lying in bed next to her dog. She then noticed that Oz, her dog, was shaking, which according to Rachel can mean one of two things. He's in trouble, or he's scared. Oz wasn't in trouble, so he had to be scared. But what could possibly be scaring Oz so badly to the point where it's causing him to shake? The video she took might explain his behavior.
Buddy, are you okay? Calm down. Shh. Is that Kate? Buddy, what's wrong?
What are your thoughts on this? Here's a clip of a toy lamp placed on a fridge. Pay close attention to its head, or you'll miss it. Eddie Monster lives in a room above someone else's house. It came to his attention that the room he's renting is above what appears to be another room, as there's a window below his. The odd thing about this supposed room, though, is that according to his neighbor downstairs, it doesn't lead anywhere. They don't have access to this room, and neither does Eddie. However, it wasn't until weeks later that Eddie discovered a way of accessing this room through his kitchen sink. Below his sink, there's a small crevice that leads to this room. Eddie then decides to go inside and explore this mysterious room. However, feeling uneasy, he wasn't able to explore the whole space. But it's probably best that Eddie didn't do so, since his neighbor claims that sometimes he sees what appears to be someone standing by the window. Who knows what Eddie could have encountered had he gone any further? As always, what are your thoughts on this? Lori was in the bathroom when she heard a strange ringing noise coming from nowhere. Here's what she recorded.
Do y'all hear that? Do y'all hear that?
This really spooked her, but as if things couldn't get any more creepy, she recorded this. But the creepiest part about this is the fact that she responded back to this whisper.
I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know where it's coming from.
It wasn't until watching the video that she realized what she did. Someone made a cake and it came out looking like this. If that's not terrifying, then I don't know what is. If anything, this definitely takes the cake for being the most creepy. Footage of paranormal activity was captured on camera. The camera points at a spot at which, according to the person who recorded this, unusual activity occurs. Have a look at the footage. It's pretty creepy. Let me know what you think. This next video features someone who was working on their laptop when all of a sudden the screen freezes and starts playing this sound. Most people think that she might have been hacked, as it sounds like someone breathing heavily on the other end. If that's so, then it's probably a good idea to cover up the camera. The last thing I'm sure she would want is someone stalking her. Someone found a mysterious file on their phone. They had no idea where it came from. They tried opening the file, but couldn't, as the file was in a format that couldn't be opened. They then decided to convert the file using an online converter. The conversion was a success. It converted the file into an MP3 format. However, doing this was a mistake, for the audio they heard in this file has left them feeling unnerved. Here's what they heard. Thalassophobia is a certain type of phobia that involves an intense fear of deep bodies of water. The reason as to why people have such a fear is not because of the water itself, but rather what lurks beneath it. And there's no better way to illustrate this than with the following video. Sleep recording apps, although helpful, can be pretty terrifying. Sometimes you end up with a recording that consists of you snoring throughout the entirety of the video. But there are times in which you might record something that isn't just you snoring, but something else. Something really creepy. Here's what someone recorded on their sleep recording app. The Amazon rainforest is definitely one of those places I plan on visiting before I kick the bucket. However, it's videos like these that make me reconsider the thought of going to such a place. A man is recording his surroundings when all of a sudden, after pointing the camera to himself, he records this.
Suadeira, não tá saindo nada. É no... Tá porra, cara!
While being away from home, Ben Tennyson had set up a camera in his room. The reason as to why he set one up in the first place isn't clear, but after watching this video, Ben had more than enough reason to record his room. It's probably in his best interest to get rid of the whole place. I'm sure no one would want to stay inside after seeing this. While being home alone, someone recorded the following. Hopefully it's not someone pretending to be a cat, but If it actually turns out to be a cat, then at least this video ends on a good note. I'm sure there's some people out there that would be happy to get a free pet. But what do you think? What would you do if you heard this in your own home, assuming you don't have a cat? Let me know down below. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Until next time.